guys, it's Brisingrize and welcome back to my channel, and today I just thought I'd take the time to do a video on the one subject that everyone has been asking about and probably the most important part of the Brisingrize channel and the nearest and dearest thing to me in this household. And what is that, you ask? My cat Dutchess. Since the bladder surgery video came out, everyone has been wondering, because it has been 3 weeks, how is my cat doing? Is he okay? And what is his story? So I figured I'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone and tell you Dutchess's story in a condensed version as much as I can, while also giving you an update on his health and introducing you to him, because I'm gonna spoil, he's doing great. So let's start with Dutchess's story and also how he, in his own wonderful way, actually saved my life. So in 2016, my mental health was crap. I was having a midlife crisis before a midlife crisis is even a thing to a human being. I did not know what to do with my life. I was stuck. I was starting to do YouTube, but I was so nervous and antisocial and struggling with everything that I didn't know how to express myself positively. And I was getting frustrated and exploding. And one of the things that always has helped me is having an animal. The problem was that at the place I was at, I couldn't have an animal, and that was very, very frustrating. I needed that kind of reassurance and mental health capability, and I didn't have it. And I couldn't go to counselling because I couldn't afford $200+ per session 2 times a week. Yeah. Just not good. And then of course WINS doesn't pay for that, so it was just like, you have to be rich in order to get this kind of treatment, and I was like, bugger this. No point. I'm just getting frustrated. I'm exploding at the person anyway. I don't want to go back. So be it. This will just have to be what it is. So imagine my complete and utter surprise when I go outside one day in the afternoon after rousing at a ridiculous hour, 11:40. Yikes. I used to sleep a lot. It was all I could really do. I was just so fatigued and done with life that I just wanted to sleep my life away. And I heard this crying. And it was a desperate cry for something. I wouldn't say it was a cry for help, but you know, you could certainly see it that way, I think. And basically it turned out to be a cat. And so I tried to coax this cat out of the bush and it wouldn't come out. So I was like, oh well, it can just stay in there and maybe he'll come out tomorrow if I put some food out or something like that. Didn't know it was a boy at the time, but it was just my natural assumption to assume it was a masculine thing. So my dad gets home a couple of hours later, you know, around 5 or 6 in the evening, and he tells me, Brooke, there is a cat outside your sister's car yowling. I think it's hurt. Can you go check on it? And I was like, yeah, sure, you know, quite surprised that my dad wanted me to go check on a cat, but happy to oblige because I understood why he was feeling that way, and I was like, okay, well, we'll go check on this cat, we'll see what the case is. And he wasn't wrong. There was this tiny, skinny, sickly, flea-ridden, and I mean flea-ridden, I still have the marks on my arm. If you look closely, you'll see sort of like pale marks, and what those actually are the remnants of flea bites. They scarred me, and I'm very allergic to them, so not good. Didn't know he had fleas at the time, but that's beside the point. We treated him, he's fine, he doesn't have fleas now, and I keep up with the fleeing schedule to make sure he doesn't, and trying to kill these little sods is extremely difficult. Anyway, I go out to the car, this cat is yowling, and I don't know why I did it, but I put my hand out. And it's something you do with dogs to like let them sniff you and get used to your scent, yada yada. And I did it with this cat. And the next thing I know, this cat has sniffed me and then just bonks me, head bonks me with so much force that he bends my hand backwards like this, almost to the point of breaking it because he forced it back so hard because he was so desperate for someone. And that someone turned out to be me. Now I expected him to just up and leave when I wasn't feeding him because I was trying not to, because I was actually looking for his owner. I was like, someone must own you. But at the same time, you're really skinny and you don't look well, so surely someone can't own you. It was like, in my head at that moment, God, I hope no one owns you, and at the same time, I do, because I can't have a cat, and I don't know how this is going to go down, and oh my God, what if I end up adopting you? What am I going to do? Because I'm in a situation where I'm not allowed to have a pet. This is not good. I'm going to have to keep you a secret from everyone, which I did, because I put him up on the Hibiscus Coast page. I put this cat up on every cat page I could think of, and no one knew who this cat belonged to. And I was like, huh, okay. And it wasn't until a couple of weeks later where I did start feeding Dutchie because I overheard another one of my neighbours threatening to call the SPCA when I was in the bathroom. Maybe I misheard her or something, but either way, that convinced my dad that we had to feed this cat and stop him crying at night. Because he would just cry non-stop. Because I wasn't allowed to let him indoors. And he wanted to come indoors at that time. And he was hungry, poor little bugger. He was really skinny, really sickly. So that kind of friendship I ended up gaining with Dutchess resulted in my mental health improving because I had something to look after and to put my attention and love into. And the sad thing was, he didn't even know how to use a bowl. I had to teach him how to drink. I had to teach him how to eat wet food. All that stuff I had to teach him how to do because he didn't either know or remember. He does know how to use a litter box, so I strongly believe that at one point he did belong to someone. And then I got the bombshell from my neighbours, as I was saying, not the ones that were going to call the SPCA on me, but my other neighbours that, oh good, you found the cat. We saw it getting thrown out of someone's car. And I remember just staring at this poor little kitty going, wow, you are a lot like me. So that's how Dutchess came to be my cat. And he got his name, funnily enough. One, because I thought he was a girl, because he has a very unique looking face, and which I'll show you in a minute when I pick him up and he gets all shitty at me for it. He's got a very unique sort of oriental face. And also he used to do this sing, and he still does it, just not to the same extent. Where when you used to pat his head, he'd push himself up into you and sit very tall and regal, almost like a duchess or a duke. So that's how he got the name Dutchess, and also the fact that I'm a Disney fanatic, and I just thought, oh, you know, you're a girl, and Dutchess is a very pretty name for a girl, so we're going to call you Dutchess. I always wanted to call the cat Dutchess, so there you go. He really did save my life. So when we were told that we were going to move, and I was very hesitant about this many years later because it was 2019 and my sister was pregnant, and I don't like change. I really don't. That's my mental health, and we will definitely go into a discussion on that one of these days. Probably another like Q&A get to know me thing where I talk more about the serious part of myself, the mental health, and how it affects me and how I literally struggle with change. It's something that I don't like particularly. Go figure, being a YouTuber, right? Where change is a constant, but it's more the changes in my personal life. I like to be stable. So I only had 2 requests when this happened. 1, I get an office, and 2, Dutchess comes with me. And that is exactly what happened. So move on till 2020. Dutchess becomes extremely sick, gets the bladder blockage, but we find out the one question that I knew the answer to because I saw his penis. Dutchess is in fact a boy, and he's sleeping at the moment, so he's not gonna like this. Bear with me. This is my boy. This is my best friend in the whole wide world. Eric is my partner in crime, but Dutchie is my best friend. He's purring. Not very loudly. He's like, why are you doing this to me? But I swear this cat has 9 lives, and he's already used up a few of them, I think. But I love him very much. So I just wanted to say a massive thank you to you guys for wanting to share his story. Aww. Wanting to hear how he's doing. And just being there for me in general. It's been wonderful. And also I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys for getting me to 242 subscribers. Can you believe that 2 years ago we were only at 30? The amount this channel has grown thanks to you guys liking what I do and seeing something in that girl who literally had to get drunk to do those original gaming videos, who is now so confident that she can get in front of a camera and talk about her cat. Just, oh, thank you guys so much. And I will be doing sort of a Q&A get to know me thing and a few other interesting things down the track, as well as finally getting to play a particular game that I've wanted to play for years. I'm going to be playing Grand Theft Auto. I'm so excited. It's going to be the first major thing on the channel in terms of gaming. I'm going to try and edit it to the best of my ability, and it's just going to be fun. So that is Dutchess's story and my story for now. it's still going, and I cannot wait to see where I go, and hopefully this little pussy. Thank you. And stick around. If you like what you see, and if you're new here, folks, don't forget, hit subscribe, join the madness, watch this cacophony of crazy come to life. Because once we're at 1,000, I have so many plans. And I know I said I'm not going to get obsessed with that goal, and I'm not. But I want to do a lot of things. So, stay tuned, folks. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry I've been away for so long. And I will catch you all in the next video. Ka te te anō!